I see a lot of familiar faces. Welcome. Who here has never been to the space? Any? Handful. Welcome. This is Denver's Bitcoin Hub. We do educational events like this with partners like Compass Mining. What are we talking about tonight, Tatum? Quick fix, hack repairs, YouTube style with a hammer on ASIC miners? Okay. Yeah, so this is going to be a fun one. If any of you have never played around with a Bitcoin miner, these are pretty crude industrial devices. They're expensive, but they print money, so it makes sense to take care of them. So I'm excited for the topic here tonight, how you can service and maintain a miner with the basics. But again, just on the space here, we do educational events like this. It's a co-working venue during the day. We have over 80 members here, so very much like an educational hub, a member club, and we also just applied, we are acting as a 501c3 nonprofit as well, increasing our educational initiatives in the local community. So welcome to the space. We are run by our community. We just went through a new election process for our board. The members run this joint. The members elect the board selects the people that run the day-to-day. So we hope to see these faces back again. If you want to just come and co-work and test it out with people that are chatting about Bitcoin all day, I promise you we'll get less work done than you think because you'll just talk about Bitcoin to the guy next to you, but that's okay. It makes for a very fun environment. Thank you for being here tonight, and it's going to be an awesome event. I think Tatum is handing out raffle tickets right now because some people are going to go home with these miners, so that's exciting. I don't know if he's rigged it. And Brian, are you presenting as well with Tatum up here? Awesome. So we got Brian and Tatum from Compass Mining. They are a local supporter of the space, our founding sponsor. They believed in us when we didn't even have this building. We tricked them into giving us money. So now we're excited to partner with them for our technical mining operations meetup once a month. And these guys are local. It's awesome to have them in our community space members. So shout out to them. Let's give a special round of applause to our partners at Compass Mining and get going.
What up, party people? All right, things are a little different this time, obviously. So this is going to be a little more intro focused. We've done a lot more technical stuff previously. So we're kind of dialing it back a little bit, but doing live demonstration. We have prepared broken miners, and we're going to show you some basic bolt-on repairs. If y'all remember, a couple months ago, we talked about what bolt-on repairs were, like fans, control boards, PSUs, stuff like that. And so we have three here. Three are on stock firmware. One's on Brains OS, and then the other's on Lux OS. So we're going to give everyone a little idea of what it looks like. And y'all are going to get to hear one, and we're going to get to talk over it, which is going to be super fun. This is Brian. He is a field deployment tech with me. You can introduce yourself. Go right ahead. Oh. All right, that works.
My name is Brian. I'm a field deployment tech for Compass. So we are going to go through just a couple of basics, really. We've got the 5 miners, 3 with stock firmware, and then 2 with Lux. And there's a couple of people in the crowd who, David Erlacher, who works for Lux OS, maybe add some color to that part, and then 1 with Brains. So we'll get into the first one with just the stock firmware for this S19. I put a bad fan. Yeah, let's get it plugged in here. I put a bad fan on this one just so y'all could see kind of what the logs look like for a bad fan. Yeah. And this is, these are all going to be bolt-on repairs, which are, the easiest things to repair. There's 3 things that can go wrong, short of repairing the actual hash board. Yeah, okay. You can replace the fans, you can replace the PSU, and you can replace the control board. So this one has a bad fan. Here, let me get into the UI. It took us a while to actually find the IP for them, so we're just going to scan the network again here.
Yeah, and so the way that the network's set up, we're going to have to scan it each time, but we're going to vamp about them while we're doing that. But this is one of the ones that's on stock firmware, and you said this was a bad fan. So we're going to show you basically like how to identify when there's a bad miner, just like that. So there's two lights on there. You have the fault and normal. I didn't know what they were called. I just know red and green. And ideally, you want to see it green. That's not green. That's red. That means something's wrong with it. But what's wrong with it? We got to figure out. I don't want all those zeros up there. I want the hash rate to be like 90. So, Brian, if you want to go ahead and show us how you look at the log. I'm going to try to avoid feedback. Here.
So this is the interface that you'll see first on Antminer's stock firmware. It's pretty basic. There isn't too much going on here. You can look at the dashboard and you can see what it's supposed to be hashing at. It'll come up here in a minute, but and then there really isn't much here. You can see all three boards here, and then if we go into, if you were going to set the pool, you go into settings and set your pool info. But what we're interested in is the logs here. So a lot of the times we'll load this up. We'll load up a rack of 18 miners, and we'll just pull up all the interfaces and just go through and try to identify what's wrong with it. So go down the bottom here. I mean, right away you can see that fan ID 1 is missing a fan. Most of the time you want to see it. You want to see the RPMs around 6,000 plus or minus. This 5200 is okay. It'll still work. But I don't know. You want to just go ahead and swap it out, and we can. Yeah. So we'll unplug it here, and I wish we had like a camera or something placed above so you guys could see the control board, but. Yeah, I get the drill over there. So we'll pop the hat off and take a look.
Also, if there's any questions, feel free to ask. It's going to be
Yeah, please jump in if anyone has any questions. Bitcoin miner is a metal box, fan 1. Yeah, that one. This one here. Oh, the cord is cut, so that's the one that you know. Yeah. Bitcoin miner is a metal box that produces money, basically. You are producing trillions of hashes per second, and with the hopes of finding a block, and that is Bitcoin, basically, in a nutshell. You got to take the other hat off. No, it won't hash. No. Yeah, I mean that's kind of the. I mean, in a big mining farm, I mean that's I mean, like you walk into a container and a lot of the time you just see red lights. I mean, you got to diagnose all those machines. So. And, if people want to come up and look at the actual hash board, feel free. Okay. So he's taken the hat off, and there are 4 ports, 1 per fan. These are the 2 fans up here, and then the 2 in the back. So, oh wait, did you pull the other one off? Yeah, okay. So he's going to reinstall that fan, and we're going to pull the actual bad one off. Yeah. Let's see. I had a slide up here with basically they're numbered. It goes 0, 1, 2, 3. So I mean, the 3 and 2 fans are for the front, and the 0 and 1 are for the back. So that's how you identify them. But
Newer firmware will tell you on there, like it'll say corresponds with fan 1 on the PCB. So on the control board, it'll have fan 0, fan 1, fan 2, fan 3. Newer models will tell you exactly which one it is.
yeah, the Bitmain stock firmware is pretty basic. I mean, you kind of have to dig through, and a lot of the time it's not even that explicit. I mean, like sometimes it will give you a completely different error, and you got to kind of decipher what's wrong with it. Yeah.
Sometimes you have to play process of
I just want to make sure it gets in the live stream. This one?
Yes.
Yeah, Brian, walk us through what Tatum's up to right now.
Okay, so he has unplugged he unplugged the functioning fan, so he's got to put that one back on. So he's going to take the bad fan off, and then we're just going to swap it.
So fans die a lot.
Fans die a lot. They're probably the thing that you go through the most. And I mean, at DSC at the warehouse here, I mean, we just have boxes and boxes full of fans. So
Because these are, $1,000, multi-$1,000 devices when they're new, but the fans are, what, $2? I mean, they're cheap.
yeah, they're pretty cheap. They're all from China, and yeah, I mean, they're probably the cheapest thing on the miner, and thus they go out, most often. So.
And you can see that noise is not a design optimization target for them.
No. Okay, so. Yeah.
Yeah, what are we looking at now for the audience? So there's,
Hold on.
there you go.
So this is what he just took off here. These are fans 2 and 3 in the back area, or 0 and 1 in the back, and 2 and 3. So I mean, it's really pretty simple with Bitmain machines. I mean, you just unplug from the port and plug it back in. There's really not too much to it.
So that's like, it's like a little computer board that controls it, right?
Yes.
And the fans just connect to that.
Yes. Yeah. And
with all the other stuff. It's the brain of
The brain.
it's the brain of the miner. Yeah. All right. So fan is installed.
It's like a pit crew up here. How do you
Yeah,
know
good
which
question.
direction the fans should
Yeah.
face? Good question. What is the answer, Brian?
They have lettering actually on. So I mean, the two front fans, you're basically installing them backwards. So you want air to be coming through the front and out the back. So
intakes this way, back fans stickers show,
yep.
front fans they don't.
And it's kind of it's an easy thing to mess up too. Yeah.
Yeah, on some of them, yeah. This one, this one does have which way it flows.
Okay. Yeah. We got
So
arrows
an
too.
arrow for fan flow direction or the sticker trick.
A little bit,
Yeah.
And there's 2 plugs going in this thing. It looks like 2 computer plugs. That's just why, because they are so powerful.
Yeah, this thing is drawing 3,000 watts. I mean, it's a powerful industrial machine, like you say, so it's pulling a lot of power, this thing. Did the red light go away? Well, it's got to boot up now, so
So
we'll
it's
give it a
booting
minute.
up.
and,
There's still a red light. It starts to get loud. Here, let's for our headphone users.
Okay, so we'll just give this a minute.
So the way that the network is set up here, I have to scan each time. We'll talk about that later, guys. But yeah, that's a fan repair. Super simple. probably the most simple repair that we do really. Compass actually offers fan repairs for free. So if you have a fan go out on your miner, we automatically swap it. No approval, no cost, anything. Only thing is probably about 5 minutes of downtime. And yeah, they're super simple. Hopefully we can get a hit on this on the network here soon. Did anyone have any questions on that process going through that? What's up?
What would happen if you switched the directions while fans? Would it still be able to flow?
You know, I've actually thought about that, but don't know. Eli, do you know that answer? Yeah.
Yeah, it'll overheat probably right away.
That makes sense. Gotcha. So you can, but you shouldn't.
All right,
All
so we
right.
got our interface back up here. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, the ASIC chips on the board are, I mean, it's an incredible amount of heat that this little tiny chip is producing, and the air flowing over the chip is what cools it down. So, yeah. Say again?
Yep.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, it's drawing 3,000 plus watts into the chip, into the chips on the board. So you need some way to cool it. Oh, definitely. Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
And we're
that's probably half of the.
Woo.
Nice.
We did it.
That's probably half of the problem of running a site is dealing with the ambient, temperature, humidity, stuff like that. I mean, like a big portion of mining sites is just dealing with the environment. Yeah.
So let's go ahead and move on to a new one. And while we're scanning for that one, I'll do a drawing to see who wins. There's always this one guy who's trying to throw it all off.
You got a
I'm
ticket?
just kidding. No, he
Oh, okay.
actually didn't. He did just walk in. Wait, grab. Yeah. I don't know what to do here. We're actually, hold on, never mind. You're good. I'm just gonna give
Yeah, what's next, Tatum? Another
All right,
fan?
so that was the fan replacement. So we'll move on to the hash board, the control board,
Control board, the brains.
the brains of the miner.
So this talks to the internet. What else does it do?
Yeah, it basically talks to, you load a firmware, specific firmware onto the control board, and whatever that miner is spec'd for, this one has about a 90 terahash, and the firmware will adjust, will tell the miner to hash it at that firmware. There's many other things that it does, but
So it's kind of like an
Yeah.
operating system.
yeah.
Okay.
I actually don't. Let's see. It's not the brains and it's not the Lux, so it's either one of these.
The box of misfit miners.
Oh wait, hold on. It's the 1214.
Are there any other questions from the audience here in the room? Yeah, Jesse in the back.
Outside of like the environmental stuff we were talking about, strictly from like a power and electricity standpoint, is something like that safe to plug in at my house?
You can plug it in. I mean, we have this plugged into the dryer outlet right there. So I mean, yeah, it's
220 volt.
220 volts. Yeah, so you can plug it in, and there are, Tyler can speak to this. Ways to mitigate the noise and the heat from that is produced from the miner. So I mean, we had a whole conference about that. But yes, absolutely, you can do it. Yeah. 220. I mean, there are there's the bed axe now, which you can run off. Wait, is it the Nord board? What can you run
There's
off
some
110?
hacks that you can do
That
to
acts-
make one of these work,
Yeah.
but it won't run full power because the socket on the wall.
Say again?
Special power cables.
To run 220? Oh, for the miner. Yeah, I mean it's for this PSU, it's a C13 plug, you know.
The power supply unit,
yeah, power
but then
supply.
it's a standard receptacle for your dryer outlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dylan in the back.
Is there anyone in the room that has like designed some systems, retrofit this to run on 110 volts?
No, I don't think so. Anyway,
There are. What's next, Tatum? A raffle?
I don't know why I agreed to this. I'm basically working, not at work. This is awesome. All right. The winner of the fan that we just fixed. Oh, there was still a little water in here, so there's some wet tickets. All right.
That's my good coffee pot.
Well, you got tickets in there now. 674002. 674002.
Who's got it?
You got it? I knew you'd get it. My man.
We got a winner. Look at our little winner here.
Good job,
A
buddy.
Bitcoin miner.
So he actually messaged me and said, hey, is it cool if I bring my son? It was a good idea. So bring y'all sons next time. All right, so we have found our next miner.
Yeah, so this one has a bad control board, I think. No, this one has a bad PSU. So the power supply unit is powering the miner, and there's a couple things to look for here. I mean, this is kind of the error that we see a lot is this sweep string error V1. And right away, you know, it's a power supply unit that's malfunctioning. Either, I mean, there could be many things wrong with it, but a lot of the time, there's like so many versions of these PSUs each successive series I think that they come out with. They usually change the PSU version. So you have to match the version, and within those versions you have like A, B, C, D, E, F. So there's many power supply units that you can use. Some of them work. Like you could use one that calls for, in this case, is an APW 12-12-15. Like it could call for an A, but a D might work. It works sometimes, but not always. So it's like kind of like a sort of a guessing game. I mean, a lot of the times, like you kind of have to tinker with things and see what works. So taking them off is pretty simple. You're just unplugging the thing, and yeah.
So this is what it's converting the way the power comes out of the wall to a way the machine likes it, right?
Yeah, exactly. And David could speak to this more, but what do they ramp to? 1,500 volts.
So the DC side is typically 12 to 15 volts, but it's really a little less than 12 or a little more than 15. Certain machines have ranges like 15 to 17.
Mm-hmm.
Some three-phase miners range different.
Okay.
Yeah, the hash boards on most miners are going to be kind of full hash rate sweet spot is typically around 13 volts DC.
13 volts DC. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you never done this on a tablecloth before?
All right. So
You
as
banging up
Tatum
our
struggles
tables?
with this thing,
And so,
you got it.
is it pretty rare to get a power supply failure?
No, it happens all the time.
It happens all the
fans
time.
are more common, but we go through dozens and dozens of power supply units per day.
I've heard they're
so
one of the more fragile components of the miner.
they're very fragile. Yeah. Yeah, pretty finicky. Say again. Yeah. The power supply fans definitely go out as well. Not as much as the intake fans, but they definitely go out. Yep.
And are the power supplies more sensitive to, like Dylan's comment, humidity, temperature changes?
Yeah, I mean, yes, they are. I mean, they're pretty finicky things. I mean, like, it's an industrial made device. The thing was made to do just one thing, is to hash. So I mean, it's kind of a workhorse in that sense, but things do go wrong with them. And to be quite honest, I mean, the Bitmain machines they're pretty finicky. We go through a lot of this type of miner, and they're the ones that have the most problems. So it is what it is,
When you need a new component, are you finding these power supplies having to order them new, or are you just scrapping them off of other machines? You got misfit components, right?
No, yeah, I mean, you can repair them. You can definitely repair them, and we've got a whole huge rack of downed PSUs that are waiting to be repaired. So yeah, you can definitely have them repaired. Yeah. All right, so we're heating up here. We got to find the IP again.
Do you find the PSU is sensitive to the quality of power that you're sending, like the power supply, or your building or your plant?
Yeah, I don't know, Tyler. You might be able to speak to that more. Yeah. Yeah,
I don't know.
I imagine. Yeah. I mean,
That's why they accept that range of voltages, right, David? And there's other electrical components in the power flow line. It's not just you're plugging into the grid. You'll have a power distribution unit, which we're using back here, and then breaker panels, transformers, trying to mitigate those surges.
yeah.
Yeah, what's it doing? Scanning. Ah. Oh, it sounds different.
No, we can't. Oh, because we can't get into. We can't connect to IP reporting.
We've got
Other report on there.
we've got a very special hacky internet here.
Do you have a better method, Eli?
We have to be directly
Yeah.
plugged in on the network, but there wasn't another port. You don't have it?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a common error, that sweep string V1 error. I actually don't know, like, exactly what it's trying to tell you. Just that there's something wrong with the power supply. I mean, that's kind of one of the downsides to the stock firmware with Bitmain, is that it doesn't really. I mean, you have to kind of like piece together a story of what could be happening, But that V1 error is a pretty good indicator that that's power supply. Yeah. And so, I mean, sometimes.
You'll get it.
Yay! A lot of the times too, you could have a brand new PSU, brand new control board. Everything should be working, but you're still getting crazy errors, and then you're just like, scratching your head about, well, maybe the firmware just needs to be upgraded. So you upgrade the firmware, and then it works perfect. So like a lot of the times, like you will go through this whole rigmarole of trying to diagnose this and fix this machine, and it'll just be a firmware upgrade. So yeah. All right, so
Tatum's pulling another ticket.
how much are PSUs, Tatum? Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, Ryan would know.
All right.
150.
674009.
009.
Yeah.
What's next, T?
That is a control board. Yeah.
Control board. Okay.
So this is kind of the most interesting one. The control boards are. I mean, there's a lot going on the control board. So we'll pop the hat off here and we'll show you what it looks like. No, you just plug it in.
Just plug it in.
Say again. No, you got to go to the UI.
How do you get to this UI?
You have to find the IP address, and sometimes that's difficult.
So the IP address it's like not the internet, but the local net. You're talking directly to the device.
Yeah, so the data cable that's coming out the front there is on your local network. So you have to scan your local network and find that specific IP address. But sometimes it'll be a static or a dynamic address, and it changes, which is what's happening now. So
Sometimes you might try to connect to your smart fridge or whatever else is on your local device.
exactly, yeah. All right, so
A moderator?
this one looks like it should be okay. Like it might start to hash, but let's take a look. So a lot of this stuff here at the top is the board talking to itself, basically. We don't really look at the top stuff. The most recent events are happening at the bottom. So, okay, it's still heating up here.
And the machine is in real time just reporting out everything it's doing.
Yeah, exactly.
How does someone go and figure out what all of these errors and logs mean?
It's a good question.
Work at Compass?
A lot of long hours. I'm not the man to explain
You
that.
call Eli?
Yeah. You call Eli. Yeah. All right. So, it's actually hashing, but we got one chain that's out. So we'll give this a minute here, and here I'll just reload this. This thing is supposed to have a bad control board, but it actually might work now. So.
Does that happen where they resolve themselves?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it happens all the time.
It feels really good when that happens too.
Sounds super user friendly.
Right. Yeah.
Logs of all the machines so that like if
Yeah.
the control board goes bad 5 times in a row, it's like, all right, we're done messing with this thing. You replace it.
Yeah. I mean.
You just restart it, now it's working.
Yeah. Exactly. Like I pulled this control board out of the trash today, thinking that we were just gonna throw it away, and.
Tatum tried to sell me one the other day.
Oh,
You're
did
telling
he?
me I can get him out of the trash?
Did you buy it?
I don't know how this is happening. All right.
So this is supposed to be a bad control board, but it actually works. This is what a functioning miner looks like, what it's supposed to look like. So the first thing we're looking for here is that the ASICs are found. So it says this one has, so this chain 0 here is There's supposed to be 88 chips that are showing and only 82. So, but it's still hashing. Say again?
The next line,
Oh,
it
right,
found
right,
the
right. Okay.
remaining
Yeah,
6.
good point. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, for the 3 boards, it's found all the ASICs. So, all the ASICs are found, and now it's heating up. You can hear that the fans are starting to kick in more, and the frequency is increasing now. This is what you want to see here. So, all three boards goes in succession. So they jump up by, I think it's 6.25 each time. So it's heating up, it's heating up, it's heating up. Still heating up. So this is what you want to see with a functioning miner, basically. You know, that it's found all the ASICs and that it is initializing itself. So maybe we can actually pull the control board off of it. You want to pull it off, and we can like go through how to install a control board. You want to do that?
Where'd he go?
Yeah. These S19s will go up to 615 volts, or megahertz rather. So let me refresh here.
You can tell because the
Megahertz.
fans are louder, it's getting hotter too.
Yeah. $675.
I've never actually looked at Bitmain's firmware.
Yeah, so the miner is
Nice.
hashing at, plus or minus 90 terahash right now.
92 trillion guesses per second.
Yep. So we do have a bad control board here that we're going to take off and just swap out so everyone can see what it looks like.
Now, do these companies give you, any documentation or user manual
Bitmain is
for what you're doing?
Bitmain's got the best customer service I've probably ever experienced.
Or is it like ordering something on AliExpress and you got to figure it out?
No, Bitmain is notoriously, it's a closed-sourced company. Like no one knows what's going on with the development there, so it's very hard to find any sort of logic, for what's happening there.
But what we've walked through today thus far, this stuff, is it documented online for someone who might own one of these? They can go and figure this stuff out.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm kind of joking, but there's documentation for how to repair a machine. You can get download new firmware, so stuff like that. You can just go online and if you need to upgrade the firmware, you can do so and just download the new firmware.
There we go.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think?
If you put that back in, it's not going to work again.
Yeah, you're right. We'll give you that one too.
Yeah.
Now, does all of this void any kind of warranty? I know these are older machines, but if someone purchased a miner, had a small problem, said, I saw Tatum and Brian teach me how to do this, I'm going to do it myself. Does that get them into kind of trouble?
Does it void the warranty if you do any of this? Does it? I don't know, actually. It does, yes. Yeah.
I know on the S9s they used to have a little sticker on the screws. Yeah, they could tell.
Oh, okay. Well,
Stickers on screws.
They're just kind of like, see what happens if it voids the warranty, sorry.
It's hit or miss? Okay.
But I think, I actually don't know the full warranty.
mean, it doesn't seem like people are very concerned because they're not known for a stellar warranty process.
No, they're not. Is that the new? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So what Tatum is doing here, he unplugged the old one, and now he's plugging the hashboard cables into the board. And there's a configuration that these go. It's supposed to be an L, but they kind of swap. It's kind of weird how it goes. So
Does it matter which hashboard goes into which header on the control board?
Yes and no, because it'll still work, but it won't correctly correspond with the information that it's getting on in the UI.
Gotcha. MAC address change.
So pay attention to this. Pay attention to the MAC address right here, because once we boot it back up, it's going to change. The serial number, everything is going to stay the same except for the MAC address. When you swap a control board, that's where it pulls the MAC from. So you're going to have a different one. So that doesn't really matter too much to the home miner, but if you have like a farm or if you have anything that's reading your MAC for any sort of reason, then it is something to take into consideration.
What's a MAC address? A hardware address connected to the NIC? What's a NIC? All right. We got some smart folks in the room.
yeah.
So control boards, do these fail a lot?
They do. Yes.
Jeez. What
Weirdly.
doesn't fail?
Weirdly enough.
The chassis?
Yeah, they fail all the time for unknown reasons. You can have a brand new control board sometimes, and it just doesn't work.
Does any machine make it from its out of the box to the end of its service life with its original limbs?
I mean, I've never seen it. I mean,
No.
has that ever happened? I don't
Okay.
know. Yeah. Is it if you replace every component on the miner?
Yeah,
is it
which
still
part
the same
is the miner?
I don't
Is
know.
it the control board technically? Yeah, the MAC address.
Where is the soul of a miner? Tatum, you got to answer that one.
How long would one expect to operate without air?
In the red conditions, I mean, they're workhorses. I mean, like in the red conditions, a miner will hash. Yeah, I mean, if we hash for a whole year, I mean, if you're cooling the thing correctly and your humidity is good and you've got good filtration, I mean, they'll last a long time. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's effectively like running a desktop computer at 100% power 24/7, and people don't do that, and they already have computer problems.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
The password the same on all of them?
Should be. Well, depends on the manufacturer. Default for most are root. With what's miners, it's admin. Sometimes it's miner. I can't remember which one that is, but it's usually either root or admin.
Yeah, we don't often need to change the password, so yeah.
I know you can on
Imagine
aftermarket
it would.
firmwares, right? Change the login credentials. Sometimes. But it works on LuxOS. No. Reset password. There we go.
All right, who wants this one? Yeah.
Whose ticket is this? Oh, last winner. This is proof of work. Yeah. It's a receipt.
All right, 674018. Who's that?
Eli.
The craziest thing,
Congratulations.
we disqualified Compass employees, but as of like a week ago, he's not a Compass employee anymore. So y'all can take that up with him. All
So
right.
you're good.
Add it to your collection. Yes, hand in the back.
So you guys are responding right to problems of like failures, right? It's like telling you this, but do you guys do anything like preventative maintenance on the front?
Preventative maintenance.
Preventative maintenance. I mean, basically try and keep the thing as in tip-top shape. But I mean, a lot of the, like for Compass, a lot of them are enterprise units, so they're in all sorts of different environments, you know, and of course you try and, you know, keep the, you try and treat the miner as best you can, but I mean, like, we've got sites in Texas, we've got sites in Michigan, all over the place, so in different climates, and when you're dealing with, you know, thousands and thousands of miners, I mean, you're basically just like, you know, manhandling them a lot of the time, you know, on a huge project. So
most
get kicked around.
Most of the preventive maintenance is going to be with the actual facility, whether it's a building or container, making sure that the filters are clean and there's good filtration, good containment, so you're not like recycling hot air too much. And also, like when we do some sites where we'll swap the filters on our containers to make sure that, you know, we're just keeping them clean. And when we do that, sometimes we'll blow out miners just to make sure that we're knocking out any dust or anything like that, because dust will accumulate. It doesn't matter what environment it's in. You can take this off after it's been running for 6 months or so, and it's just going to be caked in dust and dirt. But so it's always good to give your miner a little blowout every now and then with some compressed air. Even you don't even have to take the fans off, but yeah, I would recommend doing that part. It's also really cool just to see hash boards.
How often do you swap these filters out on containers?
Filter swaps.
It does
Depends.
Usually around like 6 months or so, because we use like industrial filters.
Do you use Colorado air filter?
Tatum?
Anyway, we're gonna.
What are you working on now? What's wrong with this one?
I don't know actually. What is wrong with this one?
That's a functioning one. Is that the?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, this one has brains on it.
No, this is Lux.
Oh, Lux. Okay. We're gonna search for the IP.
We did
again.
fans, we did power supply, control board. What's left? It's really just the hash boards, right?
Yeah, hash boards. Yeah, I mean, and that's a deeper repair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, you'll have to talk to Eli about that one, but yeah. So I mean, these are all bolt-on repairs that we do, that anyone can do. But if the hash board goes out, you'll have to send that in to, unless you want to repair your own hash board, which you could do. But that's a deeper project than just swapping out fans and such.
How long will you guys spend troubleshooting a miner before you realize it's not worth your time
Yeah.
in terms of the machine's value and a company to operate?
Yeah, I mean, it really, sometimes they're a son of a bitch, you know, and you're like, this thing should be working right now and it's not working. So I mean, if you've changed the control board, if you've swapped EEPROM cables, you've done everything to it and there's nothing left to do. I mean, sometimes you just gotta put it into the huge pile of miners and call it a board issue. So I mean,
Yeah.
we'll usually spend, I don't know, probably, we deal, you know, like 50 miners at a time, you know, so usually spend maybe 10 minutes on one. And if you can't fix it in that time, then there's something else going on with it.
Tatum, why does this look way better?
Nice. The firmware engineer for this firmware is in the audience. This is LuxOS from Luxor, and he's been doing a more deep dive. If you want to, because I hopped off that call early. Sorry about that, David. Didn't mean to do that, but
Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't really worked with Luxor too much. Yeah, I mean, really, we've just been using the stock firmware, stock brains firmware. So I really haven't used Lux all that much. I've kind of just messed around, but there's a lot more capability with it, as you can see. There's a lot of You can check the temperature of each chip. No. Where's that?
Phone a friend, David.
How do we see the individual hash board?
Down on the dashboard, or do you control minus to get like a reduce the view? But there's your board temps.
Oh, yeah, there's the board
yeah.
temps. Much more info.
Yeah, so there's a lot more going on here.
Broken out by each of the 3 hash boards.
If you run it at home and you don't want to run it at 100% because the fans are too loud, can you operate at 50%?
Can you run at half power?
Can you underclock? Yes,
Underclock, they call it.
Absolutely do that. Yeah. Yes. Mhm.
With an aftermarket firmware
Yeah.
like
No.
this.
Not with stock firmware. You can't do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, Hunter. Can you overclock if you engineer a fancy cooling solution?
Yes, you absolutely can overclock if you engineer a fancy cooling solution, and many people do. Yes.
Yeah. Where's the liquid nitrogen miner running at?
A liquid
2
nitrogen
gigahertz.
miner. I don't know. Yeah. But there's these are air cooled machines with the fans. But there's also immersion mining, which you submerge the miner in a dielectric fluid and you cool the chip that way. There's also hydro, where you're running water over the chip. So there's kind of three ways to cool a miner down. This is the most common, air cooled.
Yeah, and like he said, there's nothing wrong with this one. We're just going to show y'all the firmware, and I'm looking at my time, so this is going to be the last one. We're still going to raffle that one off. That's just on a different firmware. But definitely talk to David after this if you want to learn more, because LuxOS is really cool. There's honestly, like, it turns your miner into a complete sandbox. Like, you can do so much stuff with it. And also the information that it gives you is much more useful than stock firmware. And also, I found that it's quicker than stock firmware when you're sending commands or if you're reading temperatures, stuff like that. David gave us a little demonstration the other day, and it was really cool. Like, I was freaking out, but it was the nerdiest thing I've ever freaked out over. But yeah, like Tyler was saying, this is huge. You have all this information for each individual hash board. It even shows you the chips that it's looking for. So on, is this a JPro? That's the wrong nameplate. Oh, okay.
Okay, someone's getting a J Pro then.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Man, I was really expecting. No, I'm just kidding. That is cool though. I like that you have the whole view of each board. But yeah, also if you notice, there's a lot more lines that help you out with knowing instead of just hash rate is yes or no. Yeah, Lux is great. We love Luxor. They're super helpful for making your miner do what you want to do. Definitely look back at our last month. Was it last month that we had David? I can't remember. Well, yeah, look at our last live stream recording if you want to learn more about Lux. We did a deep dive on it, and David's a great resource. So sorry I advertised, but you might have some people coming up to you. But I'm sure no one at Luxor is mad about that. But yeah, so I'm not going to go into that one. It's Brains OS. We don't have a guy in the audience who developed it, so we're not going to worry about it. But we are going to still raffle this off. Shut up. All right. Who wants this one? Oh, also just You're disqualified from this one. No, I'm just kidding. It'd be insane. Also, if you did get a miner, we have cords for you, the dual C13 ones. And also, if you have any questions about loading other firmwares, let us know. We can help you out. But this is going to be insane if it's David. 674017 is not. Oh my God.
Oh, the space member. Congratulations, Tyler.
You sure? Okay. Tyler said I'm pulling. Yeah, all right, I'm pulling another one for this one, all right? 674011. Oh, it's Rachel. I'm just kidding. Congratulations. Yeah, you don't get the Ethernet cord, sorry. No, you think that's heavy? That's 21 plus. Oh my God.
What are
They're
they?
55
pounds. Yeah.
Who decided to put copper on the heat sinks? Idiots. All right. And the last one goes to 674004. Oh! Sweet. All right, so I know this was. Oh yeah, that happened. Sorry. Did these go through the cleaning process? I'm getting in trouble after this. Yeah, so obviously this was a little different than what we usually do. I hope it was of some value. It was just something a little different we wanted to try. And I am talking with Curtis, and I think we're gonna. Don't hold me to this, but I'm almost positive enough to where I can say it. I think we're going to give away one miner each month, so keep that in mind. I don't want to go through that. Yeah, Compass rocks. Woo! CompassMining.io. But yeah, again, we're still going to be hanging out for a little while longer. I think we usually have it till like 9 o'clock. So if y'all want to hang out over there, there's probably still some food. And if you have any questions about what we talked about, feel free to come talk to me, Brian, David, Eli. There's plenty of people here that are very, very large wealths of knowledge in all this, and not even me. Everyone else is much more. I learned everything from Eli, so I was super nervous doing this because I'm probably going to get a lecture after this. But yeah, thanks for coming. We'll go ahead and dismiss here, and let's hang out. Oh, never mind. I'm just kidding. All right.
So for everybody who just want a miner, if they don't have a spare plug at home, who can run it for them? No one? Compass Mining? No? Not these ones? Because they're bad?
We don't host, like you can't send miners to host with us, so you made it awkward, dude.
So you just give away the scraps. Thanks, everyone.